Hey there, good morning, I'm John. Today is Tuesday, December 17th, 2024. You know what this is, my regular daily vlog. I come in each morning, turn the lights and camera, talk about what I've been doing next, and how it's going. Making content creation indefinitely sustainable. So let's pick up the story with yesterday. I did most of the things on my plan, but one notable one you'll probably expect I didn't get done, which shifted to today. First, I cut the latest episode of Celebrating Yesteryear for Retro Days. I got that done and delivered. Now, that's the last one of the year. We pick it up in about 3 weeks after the holidays, the New Year and Christmas break and everything. So I got that delivered, and that's all caught up, so yay me. Then I picked up the next long form that I had started last week, put on the back burner to finish the Casey's Gold that got out. So I picked up a pole position board game. And it was actually an eBay find, really cheap I got, but I wanted to take a look at it. I hadn't done a board game in forever, and I guess I remembered why, because this one didn't do amazing, but it did okay. I mean, I actually released it late in the day. I want to say it was 6, might have been 6 p.m. by the time I got it out, so it hasn't been out a long time. But just overnight, it's done just shy of 2,000 views. I mean, not shabby for looking at an old board game, but also, definitely subpar compared to some of the other things that we've done lately. So, it's take a second to talk about it. It's as I do things that are now getting, accidentally getting, 2,000, 2,500 views, and I know from a progress standpoint, it's a huge advantage. It's a huge advancement is the word I'm looking for over where we were even just a year ago. Pretty much anything that we publish is going to do, some numbers in a couple of thousands, which is great. But and I know, and I've said this before. I always am concerned that it sounds tone deaf when I say, oh, that only got X number. I'm grateful for the hits that it got. But as you know, our goal here is to be indefinitely sustainable. And so you would like those to do a little better. You have 70,000 subscribers. You would like to be hitting, 4,000 or 5,000 on something at least. I wish we didn't celebrate the really great videos that are so rare and far between. It'd be nice if they were a little closer together and they weren't so rare. So while I'm happy with this one, I'm a little disappointed that it didn't do a little bit better. You never know what's going to hit though, and so I keep shooting around to find the things. We found that those plug and play pickups are doing really well. So try to do those. This is kind of an offshoot from that. So I continue to experiment and find where the sweet spots are, but even so, content is content, and I'm going to keep doing whatever it is that I have that interests me, and hope that it continues to gain some momentum. So the bottom line of all that rambling is that would I've liked it to have done 3 times as well? Sure. I'm not disappointed with what it did, but it is below par for what we've been doing lately. So let's see. In the evening, had a team meeting with the guys, GenXGrownUp meeting, planning mostly for the podcast recordings we're having Friday, then I had another meeting with my friends at my arcade. As you know, CES is just a couple of weeks away. I think it's 2.5 business weeks, something like, I don't know, it's like 3 weeks away, 2 weeks away. Anyway, I'm going to be out in Vegas at the CES booth, and when I am, there is so much cool stuff that's going to be shown both at the show and in the coming year from my arcade. It's like, I thought last year was a big year, and last year was, half of maybe the kind of cool stuff that's coming out this year. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be a lot to cover. It's going to fill the year probably in a good way. So a lot to keep up with. It's exciting. I know many people keep asking, any word on this, any word on this, any word on the things that we saw at CES last year. There is word. I promise there are things happening, and we're going to start very soon seeing teases, social posts, sneak peeks, things like that are going to start trickling out, and we'll be covering it here. So haven't forgotten about those things. They're coming. Okay, I got to get to today, so let's run through these stats. I have my little chart here. I'd like to be at or above this midpoint, which is 13,000 views and 80 subscribers over the last 7. Still around the same place, a little lower on views, about 13.6 thousand. Subscribers are about the same as yesterday. Let me be up by 131. Yesterday, I didn't go out on a limb and should have. We did hit, I said 70,898, but it was actually 70,900 by the time I put the thing over my shoulder. So we're at 79 basically yesterday. And this morning we're at 71,000 and a few, 30 or so. So another milestone. So what is today? Tuesday. You know what that means? It's podcast editing day. As soon as I can get this vlog done and published, I'm going to be over on Twitch editing our podcast live. If you'd like to join us, all you got to do is head over to twitch.tv/GenXGrownUp. And when we're live, we're live. It starts 10 a.m. Eastern and lasts for a couple of hours. Also, I'll remind you every Tuesday that if you have Amazon Prime, you do subscribe to that you have a free Twitch subscription token you can give to anybody every month. You have to renew it each month, but it doesn't cost you a nickel. If you don't spend it, it goes right back to Bezos. So if you would like to do so, all you do is go over to twitch.tv/GenXGrownUp anytime. It's when we're live or otherwise. Click that little subscribe button. Scroll over, maybe a second tab, look for a tick box that says Use Prime Sub. They keep changing the interface, but when you do, the checkout is free, and you've done it. If you're doing it live, I'll thank you in person. If you do it after the fact or when we're not live, I'll thank you in advance. It really makes a difference, and it adds to our bottom line. It's become a regular line item of earnings, that Twitch earnings, $140, $150 every month, thanks to all of you just dropping in what doesn't cost you anything other than a little bit of your time. So when that's done, I'll at some point today try to pick the Friday plays that I didn't do yesterday. I just didn't have the time to rub together to do it. I'll pick it hopefully by today. And then I'll prep for the next long form that I have to do. Not much prep to do, but a little, maybe some photography, and get ready with a thumbnail for a long form I want to do tomorrow in advance of getting that work done tomorrow. I know what it's going to be, and I have it kind of planned out, and it's a historically good video topic, so I think that'll go okay. So my plan is to get another long form out Wednesday, which will mean I got one Monday, got the one planned Wednesday. We know the Friday plays, minimum 3 long form videos this week. Potential of a 4th one I might do for Saturday that I produce on Friday. We'll see how it goes. But I also have a dear friend who's in the hospital this week, having some surgery, and he'll be in for a few days. And so I might take advantage of that Friday, because that's going to be toward the end, hopefully middle end of his hospital stay. I don't know. So I'll have to work that in. There's interpersonal things. It's the one thing, if you're your own boss, you can do what you want when you want. Is the other thing is that I'm applying the pressure to myself to get things done, when in reality I need to cut myself some slack when there are real world things like that. So that's the most important thing, his wellness. The second thing is our video Saturday. So I'll get to that. And finally, I'll just mention before I go, I have not forgotten about sharing with you how the promotion is working. I know we said early next week, and here we are early next week, haven't done it yet. Hopefully by tomorrow, I hope I can share with you. Again, I'm putting it off just because I want to shoot a little video and footage that I can share, so it's very clear. I'll try to get that done for you. So, yeah, that's what it is today. So, my mind's a little. I'm thinking about my friend who's in the hospital, so I'm a little bit disassociated, and my mind's in two places a little bit, but I'll push through, and we'll get some work done today and keep up on his progress in the meantime. So that's it for now. I'm going to go ahead and get busy. Thank you for popping in to check out today's vlog. If you did, I think if you're one of those folks here every day, you already know that I love you for that. Thank you so much for being here. Have a great, Tuesday, of course, pod day. Have a great Tuesday. Don't forget to do something good for yourself. And I'll talk to you again next day. Bye-bye.